We are here today with our panel of experts on the Democratic Republic of Congo to talk about some of the main characteristics of the country. First up, we have Kyle Barber, our expert on race and ethnicity, talking about the ethnicities and race in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So Kyle, can you tell us a little bit about the differences and similarities of race and ethnicity in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
There are many different ethnicities found in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The most common ethnicity is the Luba ethnicity, or the Baluba ethnicity. There are 200 plus ethnic groups in Congo, as you can see on your infographic sheet. The picture that is right below to the bottom left of the ethnicity and race section, you can see where the ethnicities in the Democratic Republic of Congo are located and how much there is of each ethnicity. The Tutsis and the Hutus create a great conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ethnic cleansing sends a lot of Tutsis into the Democratic Republic of Congo simply because Rwanda is not a safe place for them because they're outnumbered by Hutus. Hutus end up sending them into the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Tutsis don't get power in the Democratic Republic of Congo either, which leads to the North Kivu conflict. The CNDP, which is the National Congress for the Defense of the People, is mostly Rwandan. That means that they're mostly Tutsis because all of the Hutus are busy staying in Rwanda fighting for their rights. The Tutsis don't get any power in the Congo government, which causes the Congolese army to have to fight back against the CNDP because since they are mostly Rwandan, they are constantly fighting for their rights and trying to get power in government. It is impossible to share the power equally among all the different ethnic groups in the Democratic Republic of Congo because there are simply too many. They cannot all get power in government, and they cannot all have opinions on their laws and do things like that and be able to make an actual statement because there are simply too many. 200 plus ethnic groups is way more than they can control, which causes a lot of different conflicts throughout the country. The common race in the Democratic Republic of Congo is Black African, and mostly everyone in the Democratic Republic of Congo is Black African, which means that there really aren't many conflicts dealing with race. They're all based on ethnicity. This causes a lot of fighting to share the power, which is still the conflict that continues today.
Thanks, Kyle. Now we're here with Matthew Watucky, a religion expert, to talk about the religion in the Democratic Republic of Congo. What should we know about the religion in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
The most dominant religion in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is Christianity, which represents about 75% of the population. The two most practiced branches is Roman Catholicism and Protestant. Christianity is a universal religion that appeals to people all around the world, which is why it has over 2 billion followers. The hearth in which Christianity originated from is in Jerusalem, Israel. From there, Christianity spread throughout Europe through relocation diffusion. From Europe, Portuguese and Belgian colonizers brought Christianity to the Democratic Republic of the Congo through relocation diffusion. Also, around 23% of the population in the Congo practice traditional practices. The last 2% of the population practices Islam. 90% of these Muslims are Sunni and 10% are Shiite. A lot of these Muslims have come from all around the world as immigrants.
Now for our next topic, we have Ethan Miller, our culture expert, here to speak on the languages and culture of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ethan, what does the culture look like in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
So to begin, by looking at the infographic you've received, you can see all the different languages that are spoken in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The main two languages are French and Kituba. Just like any other country, there are a bunch of languages that are not as widely spoken. Because Belgium colonized the DRC, we know that a lot of people in the country are going to be speaking French. To continue, some of the indigenous groups that you can find in the DRC are groups like the Sangha, the Congo, the Umbashi, and the Teki, and many smaller groups. Groups like the Teki and the Congo, to this day, still practice their traditional cultures. Because of this, their ethnicity is considered very unique. To answer Miguel's question, these traditional cultures take shape in forms of things like traditional art and pottery, different festivals, and very unique clothing. An example of one of these festivals is Malaki Makongo, which in their language translates to festival. It is basically the preparation for 1 to 2 weeks of straight up partying. Basically, all they do is sing with choirs and do ritual dances by a fire for about 8 days on their calendar.
Thanks, Ethan. Now we're here with Ethan Boucher, our gender expert, to talk about the gender in the Democratic Republic of Congo. How does a gender play a role in life in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, there is roughly one male for every one female. The percentage of women in rural areas is 28%, and the percentage of women in urban areas is 22%. The percentage of women in the labor force is 87%, and 70% of these women have agricultural jobs. This statistic has remained within the percent since the 1990s with little change. The Mother's Health Index ranks the Congo as 176. As far as government goes, only 42 of the 500 National Assembly members are female. However, women's inactivity in government may have to do with the hardships that they face every day, such as rape and murder. This is also the cause of the recent massive diaspora out of the Congo. However, new movements are being made in support of women in the Congo. These initiatives encourage women to join the government and make a real change. These movements also act as a centripetal force to unite everyone in the Congo under a single identity and move the country forward.